we go.
And now they're finally joining.
And that's it. We got the clock on the screen. Both teams are up, and the match begins. Via Squad is in blue. BT1 Esports is in orange. Let's begin. Well, she makes a good kick, but oh, there's a little bit more push. MVP Nightmare keeps the push coming. I'm just gonna call him Nightmare because I'm gonna trip up on the whole name. And C2 finishes up with a strong kick.
That was a very, very powerful kickoff that they got there, and they just went with that momentum.
Yes, momentum that BT1 Esports got started on right off the bat. You could see that they brought in the offensive pressure right out of the gate on that first face-off. And you're seeing a little bit of that again after the second face-off. C2 trying to make something of that situation, but no deal, says V-Squad. Right now, the ball is deep on orange. This is not where BT1 needs to be. And okay, now the ball is deep on blue. But there's plenty of blue to defend. Oh, the Racing PC keeping the ball away from their goal. Well done. Ball is deep on orange. This is an opportunity for No Name. Just gonna call him No Name. And that opportunity was missed. And oh no! Whoa! That could have been an open net goal, but oh, that was a close save. And oh no, another close save. And oh no! The pressure was just too much. What are your thoughts on that?
That was an insane play. Sorry. I don't know what happened to my brain there. I was talking in my brain, but I wasn't talking out loud.
Alright. You guys should be able to hear Dirty Bird more clearly now. Now, returning to the game. Ball is deep on blue, but it's in control of blue, so that's a non-issue. At least for the moment. Oh, C2 with a bump. A little bit of bullying action there. In the context of Rocket League, that is okay. Well,
C2 has had the amazing plays today. He's had possession of the ball most of the time. C2 is peaking today.
Peaking is a good way of describing what C2's been up to. Let's see if he keeps this up. Oh, the Racing tries to make a shot, but he just whips. A little bit of a bump action there. C2, seeing the ball just so close to... Oh, it was just halfway in. And oh, explosive man coming in, just knocking it back in. Okay, let's take a closer look. You can see the ball just halfway in. Oh no, there was a complete miscommunication on the defensive side, where one goalie bumps another out of the way.
C2 with the placement.
Yes.
It's an amazing...
Oh, whoa, okay. That could have been bad.
Ooh.
That could have been bad.
It might still be bad, but they got it out.
Yes. Explosive man getting some boost, going right after that ball, but good ball control. No Name wanted that ball, but it just went away from him. C2. Oh, he got bumped. Oh, defensive bumping. Keeping the opposing player, keeping C2 out of action for a little bit there, just for a moment. Sometimes a moment's all you need. C2, oh, bumps, he does a little bit of an offensive bump as he knocks the ball deep into blue. C2 being bumped in return. And oh, ball is deep. It's even deeper now thanks to Welshie. We could have, okay, the Racing PC and No Name. Okay, No Name's leading the charge against C2. Ball is in the, well, now it's in the middle. Explosive man. C2 have a go at the ball. C2 knocks it away. No Name. Try and do something about it. Kind of, sort of does. There's a bit of an interrupt. C2. Good positioning. Gets right past the whipping up defender. But the ball goes all the way in to BT1's goal.
Up.
What do you make of this?
That was insane. A long shot, tying it up. Now both teams have to really fight for the last minute and a half here.
Yes, this is... Alright. This game is... It's anyone's ball game here. These two teams really do not want to lose, which is understandable considering their current situation in the standings. They're playing this game like it's a finals. And I, for one, am all for it, because we all love some good competition here in Rocket League. And speaking of competition, that was a superb save there. 1 minute left on the clock. No name? He's eyeing that ball. It's high in the air. Racing PC was there to make the defensive play, but he missed.
Nightmare's going to take a goal.
Yeah, solid.
Only 43 seconds left on the clock.
46.
Oh, 46, sorry.
It's alright. It's alright.
Where is my brain today, GJ?
Where is my brain too? I'm sure I'm not the only one asking that about little old me. But all jokes aside, we're doing good so far. And these two teams are doing great. 30 some seconds left on the clock. Oh, a demo! Ah, I love to see it. Oh, and whoa, okay, a little off to the side there, that shot. Just a little off. Do you squad want to tie this game back up? Oh, a solid demo from Nightmare. Ball is still deep in blue, though. Good, solid defensive work from Explosive.
They have 7 seconds here.
This could, oh man, this is either gonna be a tying game or it's gonna be, wait, ball is still in play, oh, not in time. BT1 Esports wins the game. If I'm not mistaken, it was 3-2. What can you tell us about this? What do you make of this? What do you think, B-Squad has to do to get a win?
You know, I think that they have to try for more possession of the ball. They seemed like they had good communication between each of the players, but they were playing more passive than they were aggressive.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, they're playing more on the defense.
In comparison to BT1 Esports, who were aggressive right at the start of the game, on the first face-off, no less. We all saw that goal right at the start.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it. Now, this is a best of 5.
15-second goal.
It's best of 5, so there's plenty of game left to watch, plenty of game left for these two teams to play.
And it looks like both teams are ready, and we are going to get back into the games for the second one.
Yes, sir. They all sent their GGs. They're all ready for game 2. I know I am. I know we all are. This is going to be exciting. And it already is exciting. Now, as a reminder, folks, BT1 Esports won Game 1, so they get the momentum going into Game 2 here. And here we go. Game 2 is about to get underway. Let us begin with this action. Whew. Honestly, this has been a great way to start off a Saturday. Well, I say
start
that...
off for me.
Yes, I say that, yet it's not exactly a start off for me, because I got up in the morning. Specifically so that I'd be, energized and ready to go for when it's time to stream this game.
And I'm still drinking my coffee.
Alright. Let's get back to the game itself.
I want to watch this one again.
Oh yeah, let's take a look. Ooh,
An insane pass.
Oh!
But it was to the wrong team.
The own goal has to hurt like you wouldn't believe. Like, no matter the situation, and the poll is up at last. Who do you think will win this Division 3 matchup? I know it took a little while to get the poll up, but this is best of 5. There's a lot of games to be played, potentially speaking. We could see a tie game going into Game 3. Now, let's take a closer look at what's going down in Game 2. Bit of a tussle for that ball between Nightmare and, if I'm not mistaken, Explosive Man. They are battling it out for it.
Nightmare has very little boost here, but he is trying for that ball. And C2 has it again. Every time I look, it's always C2 having that ball.
Now the chat is currently enjoying this. I can see in the chat log here, and whoa, we got a little bit of a good ball control from Wellesley here. Solid, keeping it on the wraps, and a big bump from Explosive Man. I was wondering where the other two B-Squad guys were, but there they are. Camera angles, they can mess with me sometimes. And Squinchy Taco's like, I got 510 beans on BT1. Don't disappoint me, fellas. Well, they're playing pretty strongly so far. I doubt they disappoint you, regardless of the outcome. And yes, we do have a bit of a betting feature in the Slips Discord using our awesome Slips currency. Well, and speaking of awesomeness, that was a great goal from C2, who has been doing a great job overall throughout this series. A bounce off the wall into... Oh, okay, helped along by the wrong person. So that must have been the second own goal for V-Squad. They are not having a good day. They really need to shore up their giant holes in their defense and do something about the own goaling. That's usually a case of miscommunication in terms of defense, going by my history of watching all of these matches during my time in Slips. A bit of a... there we go. No name, excuse me. No name. Gonna try and set something up here. The ball is moving about and it went way off to the side, and now it's high in the sky. Let's see who's gonna get it. There's a whiff here and there. No name being very patient. The racing PC ramming himself into the ball, trying to take it away. Good call on his partner. Whoa, some pressure has been played. More pressure, but an interrupt and a bump from the racing PC. Not sure what to call that. The bumper up? Oh, whatever. Wellesley eyeing the ball. He's gonna try. Oh, he whiffs it. Tries to do the short range kick, but misses by a little bit. So he goes after it. He doesn't whiff this time. Good touch, good touch. The racing PC knocks the ball clean into orange. Bounces off the crossbar. Just a bit off. Excellent shot otherwise. Ball is still on orange. No name, keeping the pressure going, gets bumped by his own teammate, again with the miscommunication. But it doesn't even matter, as No Name cleans it up for his team. Solid goal, first goal of the game for V-Squad.
That was a very clean score there.
Yeah, let's see, and Kiolda, however you... I apologize for butchering the name, but they say in the chat, Nightmare's BT1's best player by the looks of it, and it's hard to argue against that. He's a great defensive player, and No Name tying the game up as I'm talking about the chat here. Let's take a closer look. Here we see No Name bringing it on home, and the defender was just not in position in time. Yeah, it's true, standing-wise, these are the two bad teams in Division 3. But they are showing plenty of good parts about themselves. BT1 especially. This is a matchup between two evenly skilled teams, so I expected it to be pretty close. Now let's see if
100%.
Oh yeah, 100. Swaggy banger game, says Winchy Taco. 35 seconds left on the clock. Game is tied at 2 apiece. We could be seeing the first overtime of this day. I, for one, am hoping for that because more competition, more challenge, more sport. Oh, there we go. Good save there. No Name. Oh, he tried to keep the pressure going, but the ball is going all the way to blue. Thankfully, there's a couple blues right there to make the defensive plays. Clock is winding down. We're gonna try and force... V-Squad's gonna try and force the overtime if they can manage. Wait, there's an open net and the ball is just too wide and rolling. So even if it was aimed properly, it wouldn't have mattered. Because they didn't quite get to touch it in time. Overtime. See how long it takes for us to get a result here, because you all remember last week when one of the overtimes was really long, but this one was really short, 15 seconds short at that. Nightmare with a great shot right into the net. And now, BT1 Esports, after a much tougher game, are 2-0 in favor of themselves, so they are in winning position as of now. Okay, what do you think? Okay, V-Squad, they definitely improved on their offense. But they definitely improved a little bit in some places, but the miscommunication has been a key factor in their inability to clinch the win. They had a chance at getting the lead when the game was tied up, but they just couldn't capitalize.
You know, I feel like they are probably listening to us here in the studio, because we told them that they need to work on their offense and less on their defense. And I said that they had amazing communication, but I feel like that all that communication went out the window to work on their defense or their offense more than their defense.
It might be a case of them being more accustomed to defensive plays than offensive. I'm not sure how much they practiced offense before going into this match. I had never seen them, any practice footage or anything like that, but I have a feeling that they haven't practiced offensive communications quite enough. And of course, there's also the defensive side of things where they really miscommunicated there as well. The 2 own goals would like to prove that to you guys. So right now, BT1 Esports is in winning position. They win this game. Well, hell, they win any game at this point. They take the series.
Looking at the chat here, and Husan says, I forget that Miss Dirty Bird is Canadian until she says out like that. Do I actually have an accent when I say out?
Well, not not that time. Maybe it's when you were maybe it just came out about unconsciously when you were just talking. I didn't even notice. I was too busy trying to cast and trying to keep tabs of this whole stream managing stuff. And hang on, we gotta. Okay. Phew. I think Nightmare, or someone there was just standing still for a moment. I think they were just getting a feel for the situation before moving. Scared me because I was expecting like a controller issue or worse, but false alarm. Woo! On that note, let's continue on. If V-Squad wins this game, they continue the series. They keep their hopes alive. Their hopes for an actual win. Well, BT Esports are like, we're one game away from getting a win in the standings. Let's do this. I imagine they're feeling pretty hyped about their current situation, which would not surprise me. Now, Nightmare, he's getting some boost. Racing PC, trying to keep the ball away from the goal. He's getting a little bit of help, which is working out in his favor. Good passing play. C2, straight shot over to the vendors, into the goal. Pretty much a classic case of nothing but net. Boom. So once again, BT Esports get the first goal of the game. I think they've done it for, I think they've gotten the first goal on every game in this series so far. Do I have this right?
So. Yes, actually you do. They have gotten the first goal on all 3 games.
Yeah, all the more proof that between the 2 teams, BT Esports is the stronger offensive team. But that means V-Squad really need to keep their defense on point and get their offense going like what they did in game 2. But at the same time, their communication, they gotta keep that on point too. They were able to keep that going in game 1, communication-wise, but then game 2, we all saw what happened. We all know the own goals, but thankfully no own goals so far, which is great. Knock on wood. Obligatory knocking on wood. Oh, and the double save! Oh! Good defense from V-Squad. C2, though, is right there to knock the ball back into blue. Oh, okay, so... It's great to see the boss chatting up in the chat with our viewers. Shout out to Hussein. Now, returning to the game, V Squad is still in a... Like, they're down by 1. They're... Like, it's 1 point, but they're still down. And the clock is ticking. And as you can see, BT1 is doing really great on defense and keeping the pressure going whenever they can. But right now, the pressure's on them. Let's see what they can do about it. As if responding to what I was saying, they do exactly what I thought they would do. They keep the ball away from their goal and towards blue. Well, the squad's making a big fight out of it. There's somebody at goal. Oh, that somebody whiffed, but thankfully there's another blue, no name, to take care of it. Yeah, that was known then. C2. Taking control, loses control for a moment. Ball is still under orange control as it goes deep into blue. Scoring territory here. Nobody's capitalizing. There are whiffs aplenty. This is a division. These are, statistically speaking, 2 of the worst Division 3 teams. So, one could argue that the whiffs are to be expected. No offense. Oh.
Ooh, Explosive Man with a demo, showing off his name.
Yeah, giving credibility to his name. The best kind of credibility. The explosive kind. No pun intended, by the way.
All the puns intended.
Even the bad ones.
Listen, puns hurt my soul, but that was a good one.
"30 seconds left on the clock. Oh, bit of a bump interrupt there from Welshie. The ball is going deep into blue, courtesy of Nightmare. Welshie is eyeing it. Good setup, but messes up the finish.
Nightmare's still back into it with only 12 boost here. 8 seconds left on the clock.
Maybe 12 is all he needs. Let's see. And the ball is still in play. Ball still in play. And that's it. That's a 3-game sweep, courtesy of BT1 Esports. They get their first win in the season. Congrats to them. V Squad, for them, however, the losing streak continues. So what do you think V Squad has to do to improve upon their game going into their next week's match?
Honestly, they got to work on their communication. They got to work on being more aggressive, but also having somebody back in net, so then it's not such an open net the entire time.
Yeah, they've got a lot of ground to cover. They were able to shore up their communication in Game 3. I could